Hello, and thank you for joining us for Connections at Home. My name is Gabriella, and I'm the Fall of That Food Gallery Assistant at the Louisiana Children's Museum. One of the things I love about working at the museum is that we care about sustainability.
Sustainability is the ability to maintain a balance of the use and production of our Earth's natural resources. That means not taking or using more than you need and giving back to your environment whenever possible. Sustainability can pour over into all parts of life and even in the kitchen.
Today, we will be making oat milk at home using ingredients that you may already have. Oat milk is a dairy-free and nut-free milk alternative that comes from oats. While we're making our oat milk, we can count our measurements as we pour in our ingredients, and I'll be sure to point out all the things that we're doing that actually produce less waste than if we were to buy our oat milk from the store. Practicing sustainability can be super fun, encourage creativity, and it's cost effective. But before we get started, I want you to ask yourself, how can we extend the life of our groceries? Or how can we repurpose our groceries to be more sustainable? All right, friends, let's get into this. Here is everything you will need to get your oat milk factory started. So we have a blender to blend our oats, measuring cups, sweeteners. Here I have honey and vanilla extract, as well as cheesecloth and a sieve to strain out the pulp from the liquid oat milk. And don't forget your oats, water, and airtight containers for storage. Now, you may be wondering, what are oats and where do they come from? Maybe you eat them as a warm cereal for breakfast sometimes.
Oats come from oat grains, which is a grass that is then harvested, and the oats are processed so they're ready for us humans to eat. Oats are a gluten-free whole grain with lots of fiber to help us digest, as well as important vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, which benefits our overall health. I'm going to begin by filling up my blender with my ingredients. You should put in your oats, then your water, then any sweeteners you might like. Oat milk is delicious, but with a little bit of sweetness, it can be even better. I found that just 1 cup of oats and 3 cups of cold water will make 2 cups of oat milk, and this is perfect just for me as it keeps in the fridge for about a week. Count with me as I add my ingredients. First, I'll put in my 1 cup of oats, then 3 cups of water. And I'm phoning a friend for the 3rd cup. Bloop! All right, now a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract for sweetness. And a nice helping of honey. Once all of your ingredients are in the blender, ask a grown-up for help to operate the machine.
You only want to blend your oat mixture for 30 seconds. If you blend for more than 30 seconds, the oats will begin to cook in there because all the particles are moving around so quickly that it heats up. And what happens when you heat up and cook oats? You get oatmeal, right? And that's not our goal today, so we're just gonna stick to about 30 seconds of blending. Fantabulous! We did it! Now there's just one big step that we need to take before we can enjoy our oat milk any way we want. That's straining. Now, when we put our oats into the blender, they got chopped up into teeny tiny pieces called pulp that we now have to separate from the liquid oat milk. To do this, I'm going to use cheesecloth, which is a woven cotton fabric used frequently in the kitchen. And I have my sweet friend Nico here to help me pour, and you can ask your grown-up to help you too. All right, you ready, Nico? Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, Nico friend, let's get it together. Be sure to pour in just a little bit at a time. over your cheesecloth and then into whatever glass container you want to use as your first straining. That's perfect. Now, once you have a little bit of that pulp in your cheesecloth, be sure to sort of squeeze it out, almost like if you're milking a cow. Or maybe you're a scientist in a lab. Or just a really cool kid practicing sustainability. All right, let's get a little more in there. Once you've poured out as much of the pulp as you want, you can take the saved pulp that's in your cheesecloth and put it into a container to save in the fridge for added fiber in smoothies, or you could bake cookies with it, or you can even use it for an exfoliant on your skin if you want to have a spa day. All right, well, great straining, y'all. There's one last step of straining that we need to do using our metal sieve to get any of that extra pulp that might be still there. And this time, we're gonna strain and pour into the glass container we will use to store our oat milk in the fridge.
Reusing glass containers is one way that we can reduce our impact on the earth. Simply wash and keep any glass jars you may collect. This can be pickle jars, spaghetti sauces, or anything else you may normally buy but with an airtight lid. When we reuse glass jars, instead of buying new oat milk at the store, we are choosing to use something we already have instead of buying a new cardboard jug that would have to be later thrown away or recycled. This is just one way we can choose to be sustainable in our own kitchens.
Ta-da! Your very own batch of oat milk. Now, remember, this can keep in the fridge for about a week, so it's a good idea to make a label with the date you made it so that you know when to make a new batch. And if you pick up your oat milk and notice that there's a separation between the heavier particles on the bottom and the water, just give it a good shake or stir and it'll be fine. Now, there are so many different ways to make oat milk that I didn't show you here. Like you can use a nut milk bag or tights instead of a cheesecloth, or you can use maple syrup instead of vanilla. Now, you need to find out what your preferred way to make oat milk is, and then you can write down your recipe. Today, we made oat milk and we talked about what sustainability means and how you can produce less waste at home. We would love to see how you are using your oat milk. Are you gonna bake with your oat milk, or put it in another drink, or maybe use it for your cereal or in a smoothie? Let's play a game and count up. If you make a batch of oat milk, that's 1 point. And then if you put it in or use it for something else, that's 2 points, and so on. We would love to see how you are extending the life of this pantry staple. Share with us at #LCMConnections, #LCMSustainability. Now, thank you so much for joining us for Connections at Home. My name is Gabriella, and we hope you'll join us for our next episode. Until then, let's play, learn, and stay connected.